Colleagues, when we started this 2 days engagement, the main focus at the time probably was, let's look at the situational analysis, let's look at professional standards for teachers. Hopefully we can have conversation on teacher awards. But I think the unfolding discussion around various topics here, including girls' education, which my guests are telling me I missed that presentation because it was very engaging and the presenter was very passionate about girls' education. I'm not surprised. Where is Eseto? The fact that this has given us opportunity to come together as different stakeholders and look at various topical issues and brainstorm on them, I think it's a great opportunity. And I want to thank UNESCO IICBA for providing us this opportunity to come together as professionals, as different stakeholders in education, and have this kind of national conversation on different topical areas. And I think this is just the beginning of a journey. I saw the evaluation given to us, and a section that is asking, apart from what we have just been discussing, do you have any suggestion for all the areas that might be considered moving forward? And I think when they analyze this evaluation and they're able to pick recurring thematic areas that are coming from the participants, that could be an opportunity for us to have similar kind of engagement in the future to talk about those areas. Once again, I want to thank everybody for their personal effort and time. Truly speaking, we need to address a lot of issues around teachers. My brother here was very passionate, and I share the same passion with him. We need to look at how we build the capacities of teachers, but we need to see how we take care of teacher welfare. And I think this discussion we have had so far, especially on the awards of teachers, is one big way we are helping to address teacher welfare. But I also want to believe developing standards will give direction to the teachers to know what they are expected to deliver on. But building their capacity in terms of delivering those standards is another way we will help these teachers reduce frustration at all, but make them professionals. So that the teaching is not just, I do not have employment and I want to go into teaching as an option. No, the teaching should be a profession. We should be prepared as professionals. This is one way we want to do it as a country. Let's engage as different stakeholders, but let's look at standards. Standards in terms of knowledge, standards in terms of skills, standards in terms of conduct. Because quite often we have seen cases or have had cases of teachers involved in professional misconduct. And that in other countries you are registered. And not only the registration, but you are office. Here you as a teacher, courts having certain kind of behavior. So not only the register for your office. So that nobody will employ again because they are not fit to. So yes, the conversation has started. let's continue this dialogue. Thank you, Quentin, Hongi, and my professor, brother, you mentioned it several times. I want to believe that we cannot be truly professional if we do not know what those guidelines are. And I am saying we want to be part of APRA. I am saying we want to share those guidelines and align our professional standards to regional standards as well as so that we are not left. With this, I want to invite the DPS programs to officially share his closing remarks. I want to thank you heartily on behalf of the National Technical Committee. Like I mentioned to you, we have a National Technical Committee on this Shanghai project. I am the chair, co-chairing with DPS Director HR, but some of the members who are here, at the end of the closing, we want to have a photo, group photo as the National Steering Technical Committee with our guest from UNESCO. Thank you very much.